Heyo, Lloyd aka Megabuds. In today's video, we're looking at Alloutblitzle's Super Donk deck. Now, this deck was from his Speedrun stream to Arceus League. This is the exact 60 that he had played in that live stream. So I'll make sure to put the live stream in the description below. So you guys want to definitely check that out and go check out his channel for sure. But I also use this deck to speedrun my way to mostly Arceus League. Played some other decks kind of along the way. But after hitting Arceus League, I really haven't touched the deck ever since. But the deck is pretty cool in how it plays. Let's look at the deck list. Already here at that deck list, there's a lot of different pieces or ways we can kind of get our donk. So the idea is our opponent will have some sort of baby Pokemon in play, being maybe a Charmander, maybe a Fan Rotom, or a Ralts to some degree, or even a Dreepy, with the format having a lot of Dragapult and Gardevoir in it, and a lot of decks playing Fan Rotom. It's pretty easy to get these donks. So the idea is you want to go first, so you can hopefully just take the knockout before your opponent can even take any turns. So there's a couple ways we can do it, and a different couple combos we have. First one is going to be the Brute Bonnet Poison package with its ability Toxic Powder. Once during your turn, this Pokemon has an Ancient Booster Energy Capsule attached. You may make both active Pokemon poisoned. You pair this with Perilous Jungle. During Pokemon Checkup, you put 2 more damage counters on each poison non-dark type Pokemon. And then, of course, we also have our Pecharunt, which has the ability Toxic Subjugation. As long as this Pokemon's in the active spot, you put 5 more damage counters on your opponent's poison Pokemon during Pokemon Checkup. So that is kind of the way we're able to get some donks with just the poison package in of itself, but we also are playing some other cards as well. We have the Iron Valiant EX at 3 copies with the ability Tachyon Bits. Once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from your bench to the active spot, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So having 3 in play, we're able to get to 6 pretty quickly, kind of combat that with the poison package and stuff. We're able to kind of get donks on things like Monkey Dory, Hobbs Cramorant, things that have above 110 HP or higher. We're able to kind of do that with the help of Iron Valiant EX. We're also playing, of course, 2 Latias EX for that free retreat, because we're going to need to be able to pivot out of our Iron Valiants and our Brute Bonnets and things like that. 2 Squawkabilly for that Squawk and Seize to really set up quickly. So once during your turn, discard your hand. Then you draw a fresh 6 cards. Mew for the free retreat and the restart. Ability Ditto for the transformative start. Once during your turn, Pokemon's in your active spot, you may search your deck for a basic Pokemon you find there, except any Ditto, and then kind of swap them. The other poison or other condition, we have to get donks is Volcanion EX. I haven't really used this one too often, but I did get one where I was able to kind of get a knockout with the Volcanion. Its ability Scalding Steam. Once during your turn, this Pokemon's in the active spot, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon burned. It's too slow for us to really get some burn damage going. Now I just put out a Bidoof Magmortar video not too long ago, so definitely go check that out. It kind of really utilizes Volcanion in that burn damage pretty well. This deck tend to uses the poison special condition and poison damage kind of more regularly, or just the Tachyon Bits. And my other favorite card in this deck, Team Rocket's Venture Bomb. Flip a coin. If heads, you put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If tails, you put 2 damage counters on your active Pokemon. So it does a little bit of a backfire, but if we're donking on the first turn, it doesn't even matter if we whiff on it. We're of course wanting to hit heads, but if not too big of a deal. For the supporter count, we're playing 4 Carmine. If you go first, you may use a card during your first turn, discard your hand, draw 5. So the idea is we can Squawk and Seize and use Carmine to find all these pieces we need, like that Brute Bonnet with the capsule and all things like that. We're also playing 4 copies of Delivery Drone. I didn't know what this card was until I watched the live stream. I thought it was pretty interesting. Delivery Drone says, flip 2 coins. If both of them are heads, you search your deck for a card and put it into your hand. Nothing feels better than flipping double heads on this Delivery Drone and then just go finding a piece to win the game. It feels really, really good. 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Switch, 4 the Venture Bomb, 4 Pokegear, 4 Pokeball. This is another card I didn't really know what it did until I watched the stream. Flip a coin. If heads, search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, and put it in your hand. So you have to hit heads, but you can find any Pokemon, which is really nice. So being able to just go get whatever you want is pretty helpful. 4 Nest Ball, and then 4 the Ancient Booster Energy Capsule for that Brute Bonnet, 4 the Jungle, 3 Jet Energy to kind of combat with the switches and stuff to be able to get our Iron Valiants and all that stuff in and out of the active spot quickly, or just put something we need in the active spot with that jet energy. And then our A-spec of choice is going to be that secret box. Being able to just find the things you need when you need them is really helpful in this deck and most decks. Secret box has kind of become one of the most used A-specs, I feel like, in the Pokemon trading card game right now. You have to discard 3 other cards from your hand. However, you search your deck for an item card and a tool card and a supporter and a stadium, reveal them and put them into your hand. So being able to find that item and that tool and that supporter, that stadium is really good. You know, you can just kind of go, all right, Secret Box is going to find me my Ancient Booster Energy Capsule, my Perilous Jungle, my Carmine, and then my Nest Ball to get the Pokemon I need. Nest Ball for the Brute Bonnet, attach Capsule, Jungle, Carmine, discard your hand, draw 5, find the Petrarunt, active, make it poisoned, put a damage counters, win it in between turns. I've won so many games off of Secret Box, it's kind of insane. I put together a little bit of a minute-long montage, kind of just me having different donks. So let's take a look at that. Alright, going to draw for today's video. Make sure to play the decklist that I was in today's video in the description below, ready for copy paste into TCG Live. And of course, give a huge shout out again to Alloutblitzle for the decklist. This was 100% his, and make sure to also check out the live stream and his channel as well. But if you guys enjoy the content I've been making stuff for here on my channel, definitely leave a like, smash the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. We're getting real close to 1K subs, and I'm getting really excited for it. So, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!